11, hundreds of protesters show up to a city meeting in Wellington demanding an apology from the mayor. This comes after the village leader posted something on social media last week about the Black Lives Matter movement, sparking outrage not just from residents, but from people across the country. CBS 12's Lily Ortiz was at the village meeting tonight. She has more on the mayor's response after demonstrators called her post insensitive.
Anger and frustration outside Village Hall in Wellington. Over 200 protesters standing together for Black Lives Matter, peacefully protesting against inequality after the death of George Floyd. But there's a lingering rage for dozens here. That's because they're upset about a comment Wellington Mayor Ann Gerwig posted on Facebook last week regarding protests and the mall at Wellington Green. That caption reads in part, "Gathering during a pandemic, which could endanger everyone to protest something that happened very far away from here, is not helpful at this time." This sparking outrage for residents like Rose Carbone.
I was appalled at the insensitivity, and this is why we're out here to help fight systemic racism and let people look at their own implicit bias.
The Village of Wellington mayor said some pretty insensitive words in her Facebook post.
For Widmeyer Pierre, he says the mayor's actions show she doesn't want her residents to express support for a global movement.
Now is her time as an elected official to come out and apologize to his family, because that did go viral, and apologize to the 8,000 African American people who live here in her own community.
During the meeting, Pierre took the mic during public comments, asking for an apology. The mayor responding right away, setting the record straight.
My comments about not having the protest that was planned at the mall that night were not about peaceful protest. They were about a protest that we were made aware of that was not a peaceful protest. It was certainly not yours.
Meantime, demonstrators here hope to sustain some sort of momentum and continue their peaceful protests here right outside Village Hall until they see a culture of justice, because they say the indifference right now just doesn't cut it. In Wellington, I'm Lily Ortiz, CBS 12 News.